Hi friends, today I'm going to show you my Valentine bow kit and the recipe that I think I am going to use for my bow kit. I thought I would share it with you. You know I use an easy bow maker. I am going to go ahead and make some extra long chenille stems really quickly. We just put two together, right? And then we clamp that with our pliers. Let me know what you're making right now on your table, bow besties, because we do need to start sneaking in some Valentine's Day. It is time, especially if you're an Etsy seller. You want to get it into that algorithm. All right, that's how many I pulled, so we'll make 3 together. So this is the recipe I would use with this bow kit. I was thinking about this all last night. I was like, what would I show them that I would do with my bow kit? So here's the kit. It is absolutely adorable. It's Valentine cupcakes. They're decorated to the hilt. They have little hearts on top. Then it's macaroon cookies with bows. And then it is suckers that are hearts with bows. There's little red hearts that are dappled all throughout this ribbon. So it is absolutely adorable. I brought in a solid pink to go with that. And then I brought in the little matchy-matchy 1.5. It's super cute. I like to add, I love to add in a 7/8. I went with this pink sparkle. I'm going to show you what that looks like. It would look amazing with a red or a red sparkle. You could do any combination, all right? So I will tell you that I'm going to post these down in the comments. I only have 6 of these bow kits left. All right, there's only 6 left. Wait until you see how gorgeous this bow is. Now, when you look at this ribbon, they did make it directional, right? So we're going to pull a lot of that off of our spool holder, and we're going to make that first tail. So for me, if it were me, for this particular kit, I would make mailbox bows for Valentine's Day. You can make lantern bows. People love to decorate their lanterns, right? So you could make lantern bows. I'm going to show you a great mailbox bow. And we are going to do, a 14-inch tail, okay? All right, 14 inches. And I'm going to cut that off and dovetail, because that is directional ribbon. And then I'm going to start right in with my loops. Now, because this is a mailbox bow, I want you to use a 7.5-inch loop, okay? A 7.5-inch loop, because you need to have a larger bow on a mailbox. You can't particularly use a tiny bow on a mailbox, right? So I want you to do 3 of these in the back. I love this ribbon. It's so beautiful. Now, if you're new to Mackenzie Cole, when I give you a bow recipe, I'm telling you how many loops on one side. So that means 3 on one side. Okay, that's our last loop. We're going to cut it, and then we'll make that other directional tail. All right. This is the recipe I've used on my mailbox multiple times. My aunt's mailbox, I love to decorate her mailbox. I sell these in my shop, and it is a great size. You can always go bigger. And of course, you just need to, obviously, charge more for your bow. I'm going to come on top of that with this solid pink. We'll give that a dovetail. It's just barely going to be shorter than that first tail, okay? If you are not comfortable with dovetail, you can also cut it at a slant. This is slightly smaller than that first set of loops, okay? just slightly, we are doing 3. We're doing 3, right? All right. On top of that, I'm going to come in with that matchy-matchy and a 1.5. This is the cutest, sweetest ribbon for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is meant to be, all right, we're going to make our tail. I shouldn't have dovetailed that, it doesn't matter, but you can actually, we can pop this up a little bit if you want one popping up a little bit. I like to do that sometimes. We'll make that tail. Valentine's Day is a feminine holiday. You can go full girly decorating your home, and I think people really enjoy that. So make sure you're making some really cute girly glam designs for your girls that love to decorate their homes. All right, so this comes in ever so slightly. This one, 2 loops. 2 loops, right? And your tail comes down in the correct direction. Now, I'm coming back on top of this with the ribbon that I'm adding into my bow kit. I love to get my bow kit and add in a 7/8. With this, I cut it at a diagonal. Now, one thing I love about this particular glittered ribbon, it reminds me of candy. And with all of these cookies and cupcakes, this looks like a beautiful icing or a candy. This one, you only need 1 for this accent ribbon. 1 is plenty. Cut that at a diagonal. Okay. And we are going to go ahead and take this off the board. Make sure you are securing this in the center tightly, as tight as you can. That helps your loops. I'm going to come in with that plain pink, right? Just cut a little bit of that. Fold it over. And I'm going to cover that center because we are professionals. And we don't leave our chenille stems in the center. Now this was one of those extras. I'll cut it extra short. If you've decided you don't want that top piece hanging off, cut it off. Or you can leave it popped up, or, you know, get rid of it. It doesn't matter. This is completely up to you. All right, now they have their extra long chenille stem, and we're going to fluff this out and show you how gorgeous this is. It's oversized, it's pink, it has all of the desserts. It is absolutely beautiful. It's romantic. Look how gorgeous this bow is. And yes, that is large enough for a mailbox. It's perfect. When you sell this bow, this first bow, you have covered the cost of the materials in your entire kit, okay? When you sell your first bow, you have covered the materials in this entire kit. So this one covered our materials. And we're we're going to keep going. All right. Let's see here. Let's start on this side like we did before. Okay. We need 14 inches. Seven and a half inch loop. That glitter ribbon will stick to absolutely everything, so you have to be careful. All right, 7 and a half. If you remember, we did 3. All right. Cleaning this up as I go, friends. All right, because they're all getting stuck on one another. We're coming in with that solid pink. And we also did 3 loops of the solid pink that were just so slightly smaller than that first set of loops. Okay, looking beautiful. Now, we're coming in with this gorgeousness. I'm not going to leave a tail up. I decided I didn't like it. But sometimes I do, friends. Sometimes I do pop 2 tails up right there. So that's up to you, and that's just an idea for you. We're going to do just 2 of these. Ever so slightly smaller than that one. Okay. We'll cut that, and we will get this one going down this way. And this is the piece that makes it so gorgeous in my opinion. I love 7/8 ribbon. I think you need 7/8 ribbon in every color. That's what you need to start working on in your shop, is ordering in the 7/8 ribbon in my opinion. And popping them on top of those bows, friends. It's my current obsession. Now, you can give these bows a cute name like Cupid's Arrow, Valentine Candy Shoppe, Cupid's Bakery. Think of cute names for your bows. Really speak to that homeowner that is trying to make their home cozy and beautiful for their family. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're doing. We're creating a cozy space for our families all the time, right? All right, so we're going to start fluffing. This is where I correct any ribbon that was turned at the pegs. I don't wait. If I see it, I just correct it now. So I don't have to correct it once I'm done. All right. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this bow. If you are watching on Facebook, make sure you share this video. Thank you for hanging out. And if you are watching on YouTube, make sure that you have subscribed so you can see all of the bow videos once they post. Make sure you comment and let me know what you're working on your table. All right, that's bow number 2. That's Pure Profit. And because we have the chenille stems, we're just going to pop out one more bow. Okay. Oops. Okay, so with the mailbox bows, we do need to make this last bow. Let's make it a lantern bow. So we'll do a 5-inch tail. Okay. It'll have a 5-inch loop. Okay. A 5-inch loop. And a 5-inch tail. So this last bow is a lantern bow. Because we've made those oversized mailbox bows. You still have this piece. So on a lantern bow, I do 5, 5, 5, and 5. And then I get smaller from there. Now you're going to have more pink and you're going to have more of this than you have of the 2.5. So you can also use that. Now I go ahead and I do a 5-inch tail. And I'm going to pull that one down. This one is slightly smaller than that first one. Okay. And we're going to do 2. All right. We're going to come back on that one with this ribbon. You're going to have a lot of this one left over as well that you can make other projects with. There's a lot. Let me show you. There's a lot on your roll. Oops, where'd you go? So you can definitely use this with other projects as well. 5-inch tail, pop that up. We're just gonna make this one a little bit smaller. What's cool about this is the person that we're gonna do 2 loops that purchases that mailbox bow could very well want the lantern bow. And you link them both in your Etsy shop to one another so that it's easy to find. When someone finds a listing in your Etsy shop, they're pretty much on that listing and you need to direct them where you want them to go, friends, okay? They're not seeing your shop as a whole. All right, so we're gonna come in with this gorgeousness. Our 7/8 pink shimmery glitter, 5-inch tail. 1 loop of this is always plenty. If you want to, go for it. Bring that back down. We'll just cut that at an angle. We are going to tie that off. And then I'm still going to come in. I might actually tie it off this time with this pretty ribbon. Let's tie it off with the pretty ribbon. That's cute. So once you sell 1, 2, all 3 of these bows, and you can definitely make these in under an hour. I'm talking to you and giving you instructions, and we are at 21 minutes. So I think it's definitely worth it to make around $73 to $74 profit in an hour, don't you? I think it's always worth it to make a little over $70 an hour, right? And this is 20 minutes in, so you can go make something else and get yourself even higher hourly rate in your shop. So there's 6 of these left. If you need help making your bows, I will say this week for Black Friday, my Ribbons to Revenue Master Course is on a flash sale that is marked down considerably. So I will go ahead and link that in the comments as well, or down below in the description in case you do need help. That master course takes you from buying wholesale ribbon, making your bows with many recipes, to photographing your bows, getting them listed in your shop, and then shipping your bows. So it's a full master course. It's a really cool thing if you need more help with your bows. So this bow kit, we have, oh, I did not even calculate this correctly, okay? I charge $49.99 for mailbox bows, so I did not, let me get my calculator, friends. I did not calculate that for you correctly. So let me tell you what this would look like in my shop. $49.99 times 2. That's $99.98 plus this. Now, I didn't have 2 full loops in the back, so I would sell that one for $19.99, which is cheaper than most of my lantern bows. And I'm going to do that because I had that 1 loop in the back, which is insane because typically it'd be $24.99. But let's just call it $19.99. That's $119.97, and we're going to back out the cost of this kit that includes your shipping. And you made, in 20 minutes, $90.97 on this kit if you make this combination of bows and get those sold. So here's the kits. I only have 6 left, and I'm going to go ahead and put them down below. Put them to work in your shop, friends. They're super cute. That's even with me adding in this one. So I forgot to take that out. So let's say, I don't remember how much this was. Let me look this ribbon up. Because I do like to add in my own 7/8. Let me find one somewhere. Hold, please. I want to help you with this. Show you exactly what's possible. People love my kits because they keep asking me, how do you match your ribbons? And so that's how this began. I take the guesswork out for you and you don't have to worry about it. So let me find the cost on this, how much I paid for it. There it is. Wait a minute. I'm going to go ahead and list that lantern bow for $19.99 minus the kit cost minus the retail of this. In 20 minutes in your shop, you can make $86.72. So if this is all you made in an hour and you sell them, you would make $86.72 an hour. And I would say that was worth it on any given day, friends. All right, I'm going to go. I'll post this kit and I'm going to post my master course below. It had rave reviews, you guys. It's just down there in case you need it. It is on a massive sale right now and that never happens. So I'll post it for you. And I hope you have a fun, crafty week and I'll see you next time.